Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to my brand new FIFA 21 career mode, and this is on FIFA 21 Next Gen. We're starting a career mode with Everton. They're a team that has really interested me this season with how they're playing. Got a few good players there, so yeah, something to work on, I reckon. But yes, we've got the FIFA 21 Next Gen. I was wondering how it's going to look if the menus were a lot different. Nothing massive from what I've seen so far. The only thing you see, the top left, that's actually moving now. So EA thought that was enough to stand out. But let's see if career mode's going to be appearing much different. I'm not expecting too much, but let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got from Next Gen. We might as well upload or download the completely opposite to that. Yeah, so just downloading the latest updates. Make sure our squads are up to date. That sounds like a good thing to me. So let's just take a look. I don't want to be skipping too much, just in case you guys want to see really see how things are looking in the Next Gen. But yeah, this is the kind of stand we'll go through this. They're keeping these same faces. But we go over to Everton now, and yeah, everything in the menu so far looks essentially the same. I think gameplay, I've played one game so far. You know, when you load up the new FIFA game, you get forced to play the game. But yeah, and there's a new camera as well. So watch out for that. And so you guys know the defaults that I will roll with. We go on Ultimate, play the hardest difficulty, and then we'll change to the Sterling Pounds. Makes sense when you're doing a career mode in England, most definitely. So again, for the pre-season tournament, we will go into this so we can get a game, because that will be like the start of the pre-season, which I do like. Let's go, might as well go 9 million, the biggest prize pool there. And when you take a look at the hardest team, probably AC Milan, Sevilla, Leipzig, Lazio, those are the better sides. That's not bad, but it's fitting with Everton's quality at the same time. So yeah, it looks like everything is pretty straightforward. There we go. And yeah, I got manager for the second part of my name, footy manager. So yeah, that's perfect. And we take a look at our budget. I'm not going to make any signings in this first video. As I said, we're going to crack into some gameplay. We're going to get a game played and see how it's looking. But so you guys know, we've got about close to 50 million. That's a decent budget, but I don't want to be spending too much. I want to play, see, we've been through all this stuff. We know all of this. So yeah, Everton side, I really like Everton. Fun team to play with. Calvert-Lewin, of course, and there is one key thing to notice here. James Rodriguez, incredible player. I don't know about playing him out wide. 52 sprint speed. I feel you could be in a bit of trouble there. That's why I feel Everton, as I said, they've had a good season. They're falling off maybe a little bit as well, but is that the right position for James? I want to play him centrally because of his technical ability. Is probably a bit more preference than his physical ability. We can say that. We're all going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. No worries. Iwobi. But this strikes me like we need another winger, or we could play more narrow. We can play a more narrow formation, no wingers, because you got a couple, with your central players. Think about this for a second. Yeah, I'm not sure about you guys, but this looks much better for me. You got your two strikers, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, playing in exactly those positions. Play two strikers, then James just behind them. Really. Let me know what you guys think, but I think just off the players and the formation, this is the one that's going to get best out of them, really. Probably just switching the two. Yeah, because Calvert-Lewin only 3-star weak foot. Yeah, have him on that left side. For finesses. Yeah, more thinking about that. Richarlison 5-star with that. He's kind of cool. But then when you go down, you can see there's a weakness in terms of rotation. But that's what we're going to hopefully work on, and you guys can get in some signing suggestions. But of course, something exciting, when you load up a new career mode, we get a Youth Academy report. Let's take a look who we've got in the Youth Academy. There's always at least that 1 star. We have someone, look at this Victor from Belgium. He's not terrible. He's not terrible at all. From minimum of 68. I don't think he's going to be amazing, though. Not on the level of Brian. Right mid, centre mid. Probably want to develop to a centre midfielder. But yeah, hopefully that minimum potential keeps going up. The rest, unfortunately, I'll almost reject them. But I don't feel like just rejecting them right away. Yeah, leave them in the youth squad for now. But yeah, clearly, a lot of those guys I wouldn't sign up from the scout reports. And just so we know the expectations as well, so you guys get covered with it all, the youth development is listed as medium. So these are still some important things. The only high is actually the brand exposure. Get a streak of 5 games without a defeat this season. That's a good goal. That's pretty good. Sign 3 players from South America. So guys, get your suggestions for players from South America. This is the only high thing that the board want. You know, the high expectation. So yeah, that's a lot. 3 signings. I wasn't sure about making more than 3, to be fair. I didn't think I was going to. As I said, want to play with a lot of the team that we do have, the current Everton side. But yeah, qualify for the Champions League. That's big. That's a top 4 finish. Really? That's yeah, finishing champions. They want a top 4 finish, man. That's really, really big. And here we get it off for John Joe Kenny. As I said, I love to get you guys. I love to get the viewers. You guys, the viewers, involved in decisions. As we talked about, we'll play a game. We'll play a game, the first preseason game. Get a feel of the new gameplay. And I'm gonna leave Kenny there for now because he's a 76 overall. I'd probably be considering this, so we're gonna leave it. And you guys, what the majority of the comments feel like, yeah, get up in the chat for that. And then yeah, we've got a couple right here. And if you see Gylfi Sigurdsson, like he's not ideally in my best 11. Yeah, he wasn't selected there. So for the next episode, what you guys want to see me do, yeah, get in the comments. Kenny and Sigurdsson, do we negotiate these guys? I think Gylfi Sigurdsson is a perfect time as he's 30 right now. Before he starts to decline, get some money, probably close to 20 million for him. Kenny's in a different part of his career, I think. But how good is he? But as we touched on, guys, we want to get into the gameplay, and this is pretty exciting. This is pretty exciting what I want to show you here. Obviously, if we go over to customize for a second to go into the game settings, we play on ultimate. Again, as I said, hard difficulty with competitor mode on as well. No gameplay sliders change. I never ever touch them. Menu music, that's not on, of course, for, you know, copyright stuff with music. But anyway, guys, this is what I wanted to show you. There's a new camera. It's called EA Sports Game Cam. So that's, yeah, there's only so much you can say of that. Now, let's take a look at it. How is it going to play in-game? Let's find out.
Ushering in a new era at the club. Can he bring fresh ideas? We're about to find out. Stay with us on EA TV.
So here we are with the first official FIFA 21 Next Gen gameplay with the new camera now. It is feeling so good. It's going to look different if you haven't got your hands on it yet. You just feel so much more into the game as we create an early chance here with Coleman. The new camera is going to be something to adjust to right here. But look at the passing, James. We get it through into Doucouré, but unfortunately he just misses that. I would love to see your guys' thoughts early, even if you've played it yourself. What do you think of this camera angle? Will you be reverting just to the normal tally or something like that? What do you guys think? But at the same time, you're going to be feeling maybe the same as previous Next Gen, as the normal FIFA 21. And yeah, the previous years of FIFA. So yeah, I think we do need to give a chance to this new camera to get the absolute best of the Next Gen and the gameplay and the quality of that. So unfortunately, we almost be conceding there. That was a decent effort. But yeah, from a gameplay perspective, how they just played that out right there was, it looked pretty nice. But you don't want to be, you're seeing your opponents be getting through that easy. That's not a good sign, but Keane really, really strong in the tackle there. So some good early defensive play there, being able to get a challenge in. Richarlison, unfortunately, couldn't break through, and unfortunately, that will allow them to get through on goal here. Are they going to get a ball through, or do we block this one once more? No, they get it through. Oh, it's Yerry Mina with the strong tackle. He's quite a decent defender, so early we've done okay. We haven't let them break through, but we haven't got the breakthrough ourselves. But they really look like it. And that was a killer pass. We couldn't do much once they got that one through. So yeah, as I said, we are playing on ultimate competitor mode, so absolute as hard as you're going to get. And Leipzig can be very, very lethal. They have got a dangerous attack, and they show it there. They had a few chances. They're eventually going to get through. See, I thought we were containing pretty well, but who was containing the striker there for the finish? That's what I was wondering about. While we were blocking that chance initially, that was a little bit frustrating from my point of view. But let's go on the attack right away. We tried to Paulson, who's a very dangerous striker himself. We gotta cover these little lanes with the passing, which I do focus on pretty heavily. But still, they get through. It's Haidara out wide on that right side. And it was dealt with. That's what I mean. Most of the time we do deal with it. Unfortunately, we did concede that early goal to Leipzig. Alan, he's a very good midfielder. Really rate him. Oh, we could have got that ball through. Didn't quite. Instead, we go through Doucouré. Doucouré, he's on. Could he score my first goal on Next Gen? No, he doesn't. Just forces a save right there. Decent effort, but I think that was a decent height for the keeper to save. We would take a look at the replay now. Yeah. But, I mean, try to blast. I didn't think he's a type to really finesse one. He hits him with a bit of power, which he did there, to be fair. Can we get a head on? Oh, the keeper didn't come from it. I was a little bit surprised for that. The keeper didn't come for that one. Now, Andre Gomez, the half is just to be about called right now. We're going to try a shot and blazed away. Blazed away at that. Thought it took a little bit of a touch. But, yeah, had a lot of power on that, was never going to score, and I think the whistle shall be blown there by the referee. Leipzig have no chance to score or create another opportunity to score a goal. So, yeah, I was a bit disappointed with the goal we conceded because, as I said, we were covering the man with the ball and then, of course, had no one really to get in the position of defending the striker, getting into all that the player, I don't know if it was a striker, but they still ended up scoring, basically, the guy who was running into the box. Now, let's just try and get back on the attack ourselves. There's Calvert-Lewin. Oh, he really does. We got past him there, and no way. That was a simple RB, simple finesse shot, and, oh, it wasn't that far away, especially trigger that as a pretty simple finish, you would have to say, but unfortunately it couldn't be taken as they do take Poulsen off there. Leipzig, they're playing a pretty good game, but again, on the attack, we're just going for it a bit more here. Can we get the ball through? Go, go, go. Go, Calvert-Lewin, get it back to him. Richarlison should finish. Richarlison, he scores my first goal on FIFA 21 Next Gen, and I did mention about that. I did mention the two strikers are just going to be a lot more lethal, and James playing in behind them. Just this situation right there is going to be a real mystery for defenders, how they're going to stop them too. When we play the 1-2s together, and Richarlison, who's a clinical finisher, he can finish on both feet, and those two together, Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, they're going to be a match. They're going to be a match for Premier League defenders to worry about this upcoming season. So this has been a decent preparation so far, this game, but 20 minutes left, and it feels like the game's almost over, but still a good 20 minutes, and unfortunately, I think I was just easing a little too much off the striker there, off the attacker, Sorloth. Yeah, I thought we were blocking pretty well, but then on second review here, I was probably easing too much off him because I didn't want to commit with the tackle at the same time. If we did that, we could have, conceded. We did anyway. But I think here we're going to get him on the break. Yeah, we caught him so well. James just has to finish. And yeah, we've been going for another goal in this game, but we've been pressing him, been attacking him for the whole game. So see the defense last 5 minutes of the game essentially looking really, really tired. Well, James, to be fair, I hadn't done a lot with him in the game, so he looked pretty fresh. Which was pretty good, yeah, because we've got those two strikers, him making the runs from behind them too, it really works well. So I'm happy with this formation going in. I do think we may touch on it a little bit. I think we need to focus on our centre-backs. We may need some defensive signings because I love our attack. If we're going to think about where we're going to spend that money. But imagine if we have a late chance here. Can we get the through ball in? No. Upamecano, if we talk about a really good centre-back, he is one. So now Leipzig may have a last chance. Come on, just block this. Get a tackle in. That's from that last goal they scored, what I talked about. Not committing, just kind of easing off. Don't commit too much again, and it's almost up to +4 now. Surely is going to be called the whistle, but because they're in attacking position, they let them have a late opportunity to win the game. And yeah, see, that's essentially +4. Yeah, it's +4, 2 extra minutes than it should have been afforded to, and unfortunately they do They do score that late one. Once more for review that, where were they? I mean, again, it's where we're covering the guy who's on the ball. They get a quick pass when they get it to a guy we're not marking yet, and he has a quick shot. There's not much you can do with that. But again, practice match. It's a game where we can see our strengths and weaknesses. In attack, we look superb. Defense, look at that. They only had 4 shots on target. We looked better. So again, of course, with the most extreme settings on Ultimate and then competitive mode as well, yeah, it's going to be, they're going to be taking their opportunities. So let me know on that. Should we be playing that at the absolute start of next gen? Because I am feeling some changes in the gameplay, or there definitely is from what you can see. So yeah, we're back. We got our career mode. We got our manager for signings. We got that helmet on now. Keane and Mina, are they good enough? Are they good enough? Because obviously I'm used to starting with a pretty big team who's going to have, definitely centre-backs with above 80 overall, if not closer to mid-80s. So I've been noticing their pace is very, very low. Then you got Coleman at right back. Digne is the star. We need more. We need guys on the level of Digne, like mid-80s overall, to really make our squad look balanced. Our best 11 anyway. I think Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, even James Rodriguez, they would play to that level. I think we'll have no troubles with creating chances and finishing them. We need to go out on the look. We need to be on the lookout for some quality defenders to bring in. I think right back for sure, and at least one centre back, if not 2. Bring in a new partnership with Keane and Mina. I think they can be decent one-on-one, but late in games, I think their lack of pace would start to show. I want to talk about Mason Holgate as part of the future, because he's younger and he's even quicker than them, and he's going to be improving. He's going to be getting better. Davis is more of a centre midfielder, but he's for the future. There's some guys for the future. Kenny, I just touched on right back. I don't think he's good enough. We got to offer in for him. His pace is, he's not really that quick at all. And fullbacks, you just saw on the attacks, you don't just want to focus on pace solely, but it's very, very important to not be too slow, or you could be in a bit of trouble. And I guess we showed that against Leipzig late with our second goal late in the game. So that's definitely a thing for your, to have quick defenders, so you don't get punished late in the game. To show you guys the budget we have got to work with. Again, almost 50 million. Our wage budget, probably a bit too much in that. We can equal that, and maybe even have close to 60. It depends who really our targets will be. So as I touch on, I want you guys to get involved. Who do you think we should approach? And then, of course, we have to go through those little tutorials. Obviously, it's seeing me a new game for me, loading up career mode for the first time on FIFA 21 on next gen. So Kenny and Sigurdsson, I probably want to be considering them both, bring in some more money. Let me know if we get rid of Sigurdsson, maybe another attacking midfielder, younger type, maybe to rotate with James, is probably the better chain. So I'm going to leave it there for now, though, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys next time.